Hey, let's have a dinner party. Let's do it.
It's $8.99. No way. The rhubarb scares me. Say tomatoes are like $5. That's over 100. I mean, crap. Ah! Oh! Today we are throwing a dinner party for $100 or less. I love hosting because I've developed this ethos around it. It's feeding my friends and showing them my love through food. What do I know about today? They've been very secretive about it. But I do know that I'm cooking for my partner and then a couple of friends. I know that I have to cook dinner by 6 p.m. and I know I have to do it with that $100 bill.
We're also going to give you kind of a surprise theme.
Oh yeah, yeah, wait,
So
I don't know
your
that.
dinner party needs to be in the theme of midsummer.
Ooh, my brain just goes immediately to like the really dark stuff. Is that like the summer solstice? Is it? No, midsummer. Oh, that's really my prompt. That's very vague and broad, but that's kind of exciting. I can do whatever the heck I want. Let me start planning some stuff out, do some research. Yeah, let's put together a menu. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking about. Midsummer Festival. Oh, Swedish. Maybe it's like Swedish food. I love this cookbook. Let's see. I do love the way the Swedes celebrate the seasons. I think a plate of fruit in the center, just a representation of the bounty. When I think of midsummer, I guess I do just think of going to the market and just buying anything that looks good. June produce. Okay, melons, cantaloupe, and cheddar thing I really like. Zucchini, something. Yellow squash, eggplant, or roast chicken. I don't know, the answer is always roast chicken. We need to find sunflowers. That really signifies midsummer to me. You know, I'm also really obsessed with bell peppers. The pink lemonade is going to have whatever red fruit I can find. Stuff like cherry, rhubarb, strawberry, and raspberry. Green beans are so delicious right now. Honestly, plums or tomatoes in a cake. We'll see. Like all that matters is I just buy some heavy cream and it either becomes schlag or it'll become a little ice cream. Yeah, that's easy. I mean, I wasn't trying to, but I have to say, since all of this is produce, it's pretty affordable. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we can do this in $100. Am I this confident? I kind of think I believe that this is all gonna be 80 bucks. And we have to get started. Let's do it. Okay, I'm good. My goal isn't necessarily like a large amount of food, it's like good food. This is green grape, it's my grocery store. Yes. It's really exciting. I'm gonna make some punch out of this. Put one back just in case. Now I'm like nervous. Raspberry is $8.99. No way. Just need some greens. Oh, green beans. These are really quite delicious actually. I was trying to get the most like the loudest sounding one. $10.99 each, which means whether it's bigger or smaller doesn't matter. Why are lemons so pretty? What is this for something? Basil. And some staples. Garlic. Grab a few shallots. I'm actually also gonna grab some tomatoes. Forgot about tomatoes. I'm looking for a shiny, firm, not wrinkly. Can't resist an eggplant. I don't know why. Picking your supply is part of the dinner party process. I still need to get cheddar in the chicken. Oh, all the cake ingredients. I might ditch the cake altogether. Tomatoes, basil, green beans, they all kind of cost the same. Say tomatoes are like $5. And garlic, that's gonna be like $2 to $3. That's over 100. I mean, crap. I already have a green moment, so I don't need that. The rhubarb scares me. Maybe I don't need salad. No, the salad's important. I would love like a really sharp yellow cheddar, orange cheddar. Yeah, and I'm also on a budget. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. That was 10 bucks. Oh, these are so expensive. Fudge. I might have to do portions. This is my guy, so this is actually like a normal interaction. So I think I'm gonna do 4 leg quarters. Those are very affordable, right? Wish me luck. Thank you so much, it's good to see you.
Your total is $90.69.
Hey.
Okay. But I can't take cash. Do you have
Oh,
card?
you can't. Yeah, I have card. Just go clubbing. I think I realized the high value items are worth paying for. The chicken, the melon, the cheese, of course. The rhubarb was $8, but I mean, rhubarb's kind of special. So it's $90.69 total. Trying to do the math, that means I have about $9.31, right? Okay, let's go get flowers. They didn't have sunflowers, so I got the cheapest one I could get. It kind of looks like a Swedish summer field, right? This was $7. So I spent $90.69 plus $7.62. I guess we're good. We could get like a pack of gum or something. I always have to clean first before I do anything creative. It's the ADHD. Friends are coming at 6. That's plenty of time. But also, welcome to my kitchen. This is the first time NYT Cooking viewers are seeing this, I think. You've seen me in many kitchens, huh? There's gonna be a lovely cantaloupe cheddar moment, and then it's the basil roast chicken leg quarters, and I think I'm gonna slow roast them. But also, I kinda love the idea of slow roasting the zucchini with that as well. I actually think the eggplant's gonna be its own course. We're really highlighting the summer produce right now, you know? It's very simple food. It's gonna be just plates of gorgeous vegetables that are cooked optimally so that their inherent flavors come out. And then there's gonna be a little bit of a pink lemonade rhubarb situation. So I always forget something, and I forgot the heavy cream. I made such a big deal about it. But I think I'm just gonna lean into the rhubarb of it all. And I don't know. I have to figure out what exactly dessert is. I will figure out the rhubarb later. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's a midsummer feast. I like to do this leisurely. I have 3 hours till dinner. I've got time for this. It makes me happy. Okay, the zucchini also gets actually quite a lot of salt. When you draw water out of these vegetables, you're concentrating their flavor, but it's also seasoning them. And then when they cook, they just taste better. Chicken is next. I often do 3/4 teaspoon of diamond crystal kosher salt per pound. The salt is a really important ingredient. Black pepper always. I was allotted oregano, I believe, and smoked paprika. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I really am trying to focus on the near the bone, sort of. I mean, these are small portions, but the bone is really where it's at. Dry brining is important because it changes the protein structure of the meat so that when it cooks, it doesn't release as much water. It kind of retains its own moisture. Now I'm free for a little bit. I'm gonna actually go clean now. I need to roast the chicken for like an hour and a half, so I really need to make sure that they go in the oven by 4:30. So a good like 30 minutes to an hour is actually great for brining. And one important thing is, if possible, and I almost never achieve this, but it's really nice if the dishwasher is empty when your guests come. I think every dinner party I don't have piles and piles of dishes in the sink is a huge success. And I'm only just now getting there because I'm a former baby and I've only recently become a man. I'm making sort of like a rhubarb sauce. It's something I do to rhubarb. I learned it from Nigella. She kind of slow roast them in sugar. And what you end up with is fruit that's very perfectly tender but still whole because it's so gently poached. And then there's the syrup, which is bright pink and gorgeous. To me, it tastes like the color pink. It's like not quite as sweet as a strawberry, but it has the tartness. This is called meshilchong. It is a green plum syrup. It's my sweetener of choice right now. Like, you could use maple syrup or honey, but it's a sweetener made from the fruit itself. And this particular fruit, like rhubarb, is incredibly tart and incredibly sour. So I like this idea of like letting them marry and kind of seeing what happens. So this just goes in for a good like hour. So it is 4 o'clock now. Guests come in 2 hours. I need to roast the chicken for an hour and a half. Take this clean towel and sort of try to blot as much as possible. But I also really hope that just the whole pan kind of gains like a zucchini fragrance or something. So when I roast chicken, I really like to add an allium and like a little tomato, like only a little bit. The sugars in the shallot and the tomatoes, they kind of like come out and season the fat, and I use the fat to baste the chicken, and then the chicken browns really beautifully. This is really just like a glorified sheet pan dinner, isn't it? I'm actually gonna melt some butter now. Butter really starts the browning process really well. And then I'm gonna have a red pepper salsa to tie everything together. And a part of me wishes I could like boil some noodles, but I should have gotten a thing of bread. That's fine. Oh! We lost the butter. I have to do that again. It's okay. I have 2 new tablespoons of butter. I don't want to brush off the seasoning too much or anything, so sort of just letting the butter like kind of drip down. The vegetables do need some olive oil to like cook in. Okay, what else? Final sprinkling of salt over the zucchini. I would do like a thing of black pepper, but I think I'm happy with this. So now it goes in the oven. And that's gonna go for a long time. I kind of want to get the eggplant out of the way. Gorgeous. I might even grate some garlic into that pan so that the eggplant has somewhere to land. A little Meyer lemon. It's so pretty. I've never done this before. This is love too. It's like really, I'm really taking my time with the eggplant, you know? It's a delicious vegetable. You don't need to do much to it, but it's like time that it needs. I'm going to make the salsa now. You get like a very pure pepper flavor and a gorgeous color. It's quite lovely. Once this comes to a simmer, I can close it and just let it go. So pretty. Let these both sort of cool down slightly. I just plan to serve the rhubarb, maybe with a little olive oil. Not like a clear syrup, just catching all that zest. Now we're just gonna reduce that. I don't want to cook it too much. I want to try to maintain that color and the bright flavor of that, because it was gently poaching in the oven, you know? Still don't really understand what this is gonna become. Let's move this. Here. Welcome to the New York kitchen. It's a slow roasted chicken, so it's not quite crispy yet. We're just trying to like cook the meat gently. We're gonna get a little bit more browning at the very end. This isn't the most like organized I've ever been for a dinner. While that keeps going, I'm gonna finish the salsa. See how tender they are now? And my goal is to like create a sauce that feels very just, it sounds stupid, but peppery. I'm gonna season this with things. Ooh, the tablecloth's done. So distilled white vinegar adds a lot of character. I'm also gonna do lemon juice. You know, this liquid is still hot, so like, my hope is that it will kind of like hydrate and bloom the dried spices. We need a little sweetness here. And this adds like a gentle, like, fruity sweetness that's not so intense. I mean, it already smells really good. It's a little liquidy, but it's okay. I forgot salt. So pretty. A little lemon could be nice, but I think I'm gonna go for vinegar actually. A little soy brings out a lot of lovely flavors. The salsa now, I'm just gonna put it in a container. It's nice. Tastes like summer. It's very like bright. It's gonna be a nice, bright moment on the plate. I'm excited about that. Okay, letting that chill. Don't let me forget about it. I was gonna turn this into lemonade, I just didn't have time. So much work for such a cherished little bite of food. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then just set the table. It's time. is like garnish time. Ooh, they're here. Okay. Hi. Welcome. Come on in. Hi. Oh my God, they're so pretty. Hi. Oh my God.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you guys
I got
doing?
some wine.
Thank you.
Of course.
Wait, have you met Kyle? You have, yeah. He went to your birthday once.
Oh, no, I was out for like
Okay, I'm actually gonna make the cheese plate. What does midsummer mean to you guys?
Like when in the year?
Yeah, or like the word itself.
It's that creepy film.
That's what I thought too. Before I add the cheese, I'm actually gonna drizzle with a little olive oil, salt, pepper. Oh, let's pour wine.
Yes. Cheers.
Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Cheers.
Thank you.
It's so stupid, but like, I like that you sort of can't tell which one's a cheese and which one's cantaloupe.
Oh.
I mean, you can obviously tell, but.
Cute. Wait, I need to take a picture of it. So cute.
So the theme I got today was midsummer. I don't know about you guys, but like summertime's always so exciting. There's just so much food, so much produce. This is what this is what it's like living in New York. I think it's this idea of just like taking a crap ton of produce and then turning it into food that is very high value because you've spent time cooking it down.
I think of it, especially in New York midsummer, as
Yeah.
like inherently sweaty.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're a little like
Yeah.
you're like a little glistening, a little like hot, and so
Yeah.
like cool produce
Yeah.
like the melon and the tomatoes like feel
Hydrating.
like a good
Yeah.
hydrating produce feels like the right move.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, you guys.
Thank you.
I'm excited. You know, honestly, you can do a lot with $100, especially if it's like produce heavy kind of stuff that you're going for. I think sometimes having a constraint makes you more creative.
Because I know how Eric cooks, he is so like, let the food itself shine. He's not gilding the lily. He's not adding a sauce where a sauce isn't needed. He's not garnishing unnecessarily. It's always very precise and like what can be done with salt and oil. I think that melon and cheese is like a perfect indication of what's to come. It's like 3 or 4 ingredients done very well, plated very simply, very homey.
We have griddle eggplant with lemon and garlic and olive oil, very simple. This is a slow roasted chicken. It's, I hope, flavored with a lot of the kind of like zucchini schmaltz that was there, so they were slow roasted together. There's a red pepper salsa under the chicken as well. We have our cheese and cantaloupe course, and the green salad is sesame oil, salt, pepper, and a little lemon juice, Meyer lemon juice actually. I found a Meyer lemon and I was like, this is worth the extra 50 cents, I think.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna grab the salsa and just douse all of your plates with it.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you, Eric.
Of course.
So good.
Thanks for being here.
Beauty.
It all happened in the end, and actually I'm really happy with the food, the way it
So
tastes.
good.
The
It
way
should be.
tastes is great.
I'm shocked that you went to a bougie grocery store with the $100 budget.
I know.
Like I would not approach that. I would not. I'd be like, okay, I have $100. We're going to Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
You know.
I have this annoying heirloom tomato that I regret buying. It was freaking like $3.50 because I thought I was gonna make a tomato cake.
What about doing like a little round of tomato slice and then rhubarb compote sprinkled with salt?
I'm going to build a plate. Do you want to help me, Kendra?
Yeah, I so do.
Okay, cool.
What can I do
Okay.
for you?
Would you mind slicing each tomato in half?
Yeah.
And then do you want to make a plate with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Zainab,
Yeah.
I think you should make one.
Should I really
If you want.
I
Yeah.
think you should.
No pressure.
Oh my god, this is so fun. It's all gonna reflect our personality.
It is.
Yours looks great. This is a fun dinner party project.
So fun.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Cute! It feels good. I feel like it went well. This always happens to me. I'm like really hard on myself about the actual meal and the food and the ambition and the execution, but then in the end, It's always just about the company. Everyone says that. It's a cliche for a reason. If I had gone to like, you know, another grocery store, I could have doubled the meal. I could have had like more elaborate things probably. I was worried that there wouldn't be enough food. It was a light meal, but I think that is kind of how you eat in the summer. I enjoy connecting people. And what better way to do that than over a dinner? A $100 dinner.